Science was the first love of our next honoree. But while pursuing a graduate degree in physics, medicine caught his eye, and he says he decided to give it a try. After medical school and 2 years in the U.S. Navy, he became one of the first radiation oncology residents at Loma Linda. He then completed a cancer fellowship at Stanford University and the University of Florida. During his career, our honoree practiced radiation oncology in San Bernardino and Redlands. He also served as director of a large hospice service, developed tumor boards and registries at several area hospitals, and designed radiation therapy facilities. Interested in mental health issues, he is proud to have been a member and chair of the San Bernardino Mental Health Advisory Committee for 10 years. Mental health issues are just as devastating as cancer, but tend to be ignored, he says. In 2014, he also served a term as president of the Alumni Association. Also known for his involvement in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, our honoree installed television equipment at the University Church in 1980 and founded the Loma Linda Broadcasting Network. He has served in various church leadership roles and remains an active member. Now retired and living in Redlands with his wife Melba, he again enjoys scientific pursuits like radiometric dating and physical biochemistry. Reflecting on his medical career, he says he'd do it all again the same way. Please give a warm welcome to our awardee from the 50th anniversary class of 1966, Dr. Roland C. Zimmermann.
I was told to keep my remarks brief, but I want to talk about two ambassadors that we have in my class. The first one is Bob Reese, and would Bob Reese stand, please, so you can see him, and I'll tell you why he's an ambassador. Bob Reese served in the U.S. Navy, stationed with the Marines over by the demilitarized zone. He was on a patrol, and he was ambushed. There was a huge number of casualties, and he acquitted himself so well that he impressed the leadership of the 1st Marine Division and the senior medical officer. When Dr. K was ready to retire, I saw him. I was stationed at a hardship post in Barstow. And Dr. K, when he came on board, he says to me, well, where did you go to medical school? I says, Loma Linda University. He says, do you know Bob Reese? I says, yeah, he's a classmate of mine. And from that time on, I could do no wrong, because I knew Bob Reese, and Bob Reese was such a great ambassador for this school and for the God we love. The second person is another classmate of mine, Dr. Mary Small. Would she stand, please? Dr. Small spent many years practicing medicine in India. When my wife and I were visiting India one time, we asked the taxi driver to take us to Mary Small's clinic. I mean, this was years after she'd been there. He knew all about Mary Small and thought so highly. He was a Hindu, thought very highly of her, and so forth. They took us to his clinic. The example I have here, especially for our future alumni members, is that we are ambassadors for Christ and for our Creator. And that implies treating all of our patients with respect and yet keeping up our knowledge. That's very important. Keep up our knowledge of medicine. And I am so proud of Mary Small and Bob Reese. They have been an inspiration to me, and I want them to be an inspiration to you, to be proper ambassadors for Christ and for this great medical school that we have.